said before, I listen to just about everything, and that is probably going to be evident fairly soon. I have the original iPod Classic, the one that first came out. I think it was 2007. I've had the same one ever since, and it's actually almost full. I have almost 7,000 songs, but I have a ton of pictures and a ton of videos on there, so that's what's taking up the most space. Okay, I guess we should go ahead and get started. So, this is my iPod. See, it's charging right now, and I am going to get it to the main menu so that I can show you all that I'm going to actually shuffle it. Okay, can you see that? Uh-oh, it went off. Okay, now I'm going to hit the shuffle button and we'll get started. Okay, the very first song that came up was Good Golly, Miss Molly by Jerry Lee Lewis. The next song is Mean Girls by Sugarland. I love, love, love Sugarland. I think I do have all of their albums on here, so that probably will not be the only song by them that comes up. Oh shoot, I knew something like this was going to happen. I cannot, oh crap, okay, I cannot tell you guys this song because, oh geez, basically this is a song by someone that used to be in the industry that he gave to me, but it's not released or anything, so I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, see, I should have known something like this was going to happen. I'm really weird. I'll probably just edit this part out because, yeah, if I don't edit it out, then you're probably going to be like, what in the world? Okay, moving on. This is Psychology of the Dreamer by Boy George. I love Boy George. I love Culture Club, and they are actually, I don't know if they've released a new album or if they are in the process of releasing one, but they are performing again, and I hope with everything in me that they come to Atlanta, because if they do, I will have tickets to that show, and it would just be amazing. I already know. I have wanted to see them perform since I was little. I grew up listening to their music, and they're just one of those groups that I've always wanted to see live. Okay, the next song is Music to My Ears by Jenny Bruce. And that's probably not going to be a song that a lot of people know. It's actually from the Dawson's Creek soundtrack, or one of them. There were several CDs that I bought at one time that were kind of bundled together, and they were all songs that were played on that show. The next song is It Must Have Been Love by Roxette, and I actually just listened to that song last night. It was either last night or the night before, but that's one of those songs that I hadn't listened to in a while, and I was just going through my songs and was like, hey, I need to listen to this. Okay, the next song is I Only Want to Be With You, and this is the version by Vonda Shepard. this is the War Song by Culture Club. And this is really funny, but for some reason, whenever we go to the beach every single year, I kind of have this rule. Well, not really a rule, but just kind of this tradition to where we always listen to Culture Club down there, and we always listen to the Beach Boys and the Eagles, and those are like the three main groups that we listen to. And I don't know why I started doing that. I've been doing it ever since I was, I don't know, probably like 16 or 17. And it's just kind of one of those things that I've continued to do every single year. Okay, this next song is the, let's see, like the title song to the show Mr. Belvedere. Did any of you used to watch that? I used to love that show. I used to watch it with my mom. I have only a few, probably like 20 TV themes on here, or TV songs on here, so I'm not sure how many more of those will pop up, but we'll see. The next song is All These Lives by Daltrey. I think Daltrey is probably, I'd say they're probably in my top 10 of all-time favorite bands. I was a huge fan of Chris Daltrey when he was on American Idol, and it was kind of one of those things where I was glad that he did not win, because I think for people like him who are just so incredibly talented that it's actually better if you don't win. I think Idol has a lot of the marketing behind them, but if you're talented and you already have somewhat of a fan base and you don't have to lock into a contract with them where they get a huge percentage of what you make, then I think you're actually better off finishing, you know, somewhere like within the top 5 or something, because then you can just kind of go on and do your own thing and not necessarily be locked in with them. But that's just my opinion. I really, really love all of their music, and I think they're another group who I have just about, actually I do have all of their albums. I've got all of them on here. Oh no, yeah, this is going to be embarrassing. Oh gosh, okay. I don't even want to do this, but I'm going to. Okay, this is Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. And I don't even know who this is by. It's the original version, but I don't have the artist on here. I'm sure some of you probably know, but I do have some embarrassing songs on here, so that's one of them, obviously. Okay, the next song is In the Still of the Night. That's just one of those classic songs. I think I have 3 or 4 versions on here of that song by different people, different bands. And it's one of those songs that I listen to just about every time it comes up on my iPod. The next song is Strange Sensation by Bret Michaels. Golly, this must be like embarrass Stephanie time, because all of like the really bad songs are coming up. Okay, the next song is One Less Lonely Girl by Justin Bieber. So yes, I have Justin Bieber on my iPod. Actually, I have all of his albums. Yeah, so that's somewhat embarrassing. I don't know though. He's not, I don't really care for him and all of the stuff that he does, but some of his songs are decent. He's not one of those people that I listen to constantly, but I like some of the lyrics, obviously, in some of his songs. The next song is Dancing Away With My Heart by Lady Antebellum, and this is probably, I don't know, when I did my other video with my iPod, I don't know if this video at that time was in my most played list, but it probably is now, because I just love this song, and I've listened to it so much. Really just in the last 6 months I've listened to it a ton. Yay. Okay, this is Words just adore him. I think he is amazing. I have been a fan of his since he was in Savage Garden, and I loved him then, and I love him now. His songs, the lyrics, they really touch you. I mean, I have cried, I have laughed. He's just incredibly talented, and he's another person that I would absolutely love to see in concert. The next song is No More Walks in the Wood by the Eagles. I went to see them in concert, oh goodness, in I want to say 2004, maybe 2003, but I believe it was 2004. We went to see them. We drove to Alabama to see them, and it was a great concert, one of the best that I have ever been to. The next song is When the Sun Goes Down by Kenny Chesney. He's another one that I have a ton of songs of on here. A ton of songs by. I knew that did not sound right. On here. So more than likely, I will probably get at least one or two more of his before this video is over. Alright. The next song is Black or White by Michael Jackson. And that was Lexi's favorite song probably about a month ago, but now her favorite song is Thriller. So she switched it up a little bit on me. The next song is Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem. I used to be a really, really big fan of Eminem, and no, I'm not going to say, never mind. I used to be a big fan of his, but over the years, I don't listen to rap as much as I used to. I listen to the old stuff, like I'll listen to Eminem's old stuff, and then Tupac and Biggie. I listen to some of Diddy's stuff, but as far as like the new stuff, I can't get into it for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm older or if my taste has just changed. I don't know. But anyway, the next song is I Really Want You by James Blunt. He's another person that I think is just incredibly talented. I love his music. The next song is Complicated by Avril Lavigne. I listened to her so much in high school that it was not even funny. Like, oh my goodness, I think I probably drove my parents crazy listening to her music. I wasn't like a fan of hers, but just a few of the songs, if that makes any sense. I wasn't like one of these people that wanted to know everything about her, but I just liked her music. I don't know, for some reason. The next song is Vision of Love by Mariah Carey. Love, love, love old school Mariah Carey. I cannot stand her new stuff. For the last probably 10 years or so, I've not liked anything that she's put out, and I don't think I have anything that would be considered new of hers on here. I think all of her old stuff is amazing, but I've just not been able to get into any of the new stuff. The next song is True by, I think his name is Ryan Cabrera. I'm pretty sure he used to be like really popular when I was, I don't know, 11th grade, 12th grade maybe. He was on MTV. I think he had like his own show, and then I think he dated Ashley Simpson, if I'm not mistaken. But this CD, this is from the Take It All Away CD, and it's a decent CD. It's not something that I listen to all that often, and to be honest, I cannot even tell you the last time that I listened to this song. Alright, moving on. This is Working Day and Night by the Jacksons, and this is the live version of this song. I have several versions of a lot of different songs on here because I like different versions. I like the studio versions, and then I also like the live versions. And every once in a while there different live versions. Like, there might be a live version from Atlanta, and then there might be a live version from LA. So I just like the different versions of songs, if that makes any sense. Okay, this is Don't Rush by Kelly Clarkson. And this is, I believe, a duet. Yeah, it's a duet with Vince Gill. I really like Kelly Clarkson's music. She's another one from American Idol, and I think I have all of her albums on here. This is Don't Give Up on Me by Jason Aldean. Love, love, love him. I told my sister not too long ago that we should go to one of his concerts, and she was like, yeah, we really should. I think he's great, though. I don't know if Chris would go with me to one of his shows. Probably not, but we'll see. The next song is Look at Me by Carrie Underwood. And she's another one that I have all of her albums. And I don't know, like, all of these songs on this Play On album are really, really good. I think they are, at least. Yes, this is The Cowboy Rides Away by George Strait, and he is one of my all-time favorite singers. I've been listening to him since I was little. I mean, some of my earliest memories are of some of his songs. And this, I believe, let's see, this is the live version of the song. Yeah, and this was the last time that anyone played. Gosh, I wish I could remember. It was somewhere in Texas. Not the Astrodome. Or maybe it was. I don't know. Some of you, if you live in Texas, or even if you're a George Strait fan, you're probably going to know. It's not giving me the full thing across the screen. It just says for the last time live. But I believe it was at a stadium or something, and he was the last person to play there before they tore it down, or something like that. I could be mistaken, but maybe some of you will know. The next song, oh, this is great. This is Thriller by Michael Jackson. And it's funny that I was just talking about this being Lexi's favorite song, and then it comes on. This is actually the version from the movie This Is It. So it's kind of hard to explain how I got this, but this is the part that was in the movie when he was practicing or rehearsing for it, if that makes any sense. Moving on, we have I'll Tumble For Ya by Culture Club, and I had a feeling that I would get another one of their songs before this was over with. This next song is Love Song for a Savior by Jars of Clay. I used to listen to them so much when I was in middle school. They were always on in my room. I listened to a lot of their songs early in the morning, like when I was getting ready for school and stuff, because I just felt like their songs put me in a really good mood, and I just felt better about starting my day when I listened to their music. The next song is Within You, Without You by the Beatles. I love the Beatles. I have a lot of their stuff on here, so I am somewhat surprised that this is the first song that I've come across of theirs. We'll see if there's going to be another one before this is over with. Oh, I knew I was going to get one of his songs. The next song is Shameless by Garth Brooks. And you guys have heard me talk about him probably enough to last you forever, probably. So I'm not going to tell you how much I love him, because you already know. Oh, no, crap, I can't do that one. Jeez, okay, if I skip a song and tell you I can't do it, more than likely it's going to be because this is a song from the person that I mentioned previously that is an unreleased song that, yeah, I'm just going to put it that way. So I'm not going to do that. The next song is Wonderwall by Oasis. albums of theirs that I like. Anything that came after those albums, What's the Story, Morning Glory is one of them. But anything that came after those, I've just never been able to get into. The next song is Somebody by Reba McEntire. She's another one that is just, I love her music. Some of my earliest memories are listening to her, George Strait, Garth Brooks. My dad was a big, big country music fan, and so I think that's where I kind of got my love for country music from. And then my mom, on the other hand, she listened to everything. She was really big into Stevie Wonder, the Pointer Sisters, all of the good, like soulful music. And so I kind of, I guess, got that from her. The next song is I Get Around by Tupac. I love Tupac, and I'm ridiculous. Like, when his music comes on, I know every single word. And yeah, it's just crazy. I should really stop, probably. But this is kind of a funny story. Well, not really funny, but when his All Eyes on Me album came out, I wanted it so bad. And it had a parental advisory sticker thing on it, and they were so strict about who could have the CD and who couldn't. I tried to get it for myself, but they said you had to have a parent with you, because this was, I'm pretty sure I was in middle school at the time. So I asked my mom if she could come in the store and get it for me, which I did not want to do. So she picked it up and she looked at it, and she was looking at the back, and she read some of the tracks on there. She was like, I'm not getting this for you. And she said if it didn't have a parental advisory sticker on it, then I'd get it. But what kind of parent would I be if I bought a CD like this for you? And so I was trying to explain to her that, like, all my friends had it, and I'd already listened to it because all my friends had it, so it wasn't a big deal. And so finally, I don't think it was at that time. I think we left the store and then we ended up coming back, but finally she agreed to get it for me. So me, thinking that I was just the coolest person ever, I ended up taking the CD to church with me that night. We had youth group that night, and so like the whole thing about me telling her that all my friends had it and I'd already listened to it, that was not true. So I lied, which I'm still not proud about, but hey. So anyway, I took it to church with me, and everybody just thought I was the coolest person in the world. They were passing it around, and this was a youth group on Wednesday night, so people had their CD players with them and everything. And our pastor, no, it was our associate pastor, found out what we were doing, and they confiscated the CD, and he was looking at it, and he was like, whose is this? And finally, I was like, it's mine. And he said, does your mother know that you have this? And I said, yep, she bought it for me. And like the look on his face, it was just pure disgust. So I think at the end of the night, he gave it back to me, but I never told my mom what happened. And thankfully, he didn't tell her, because if she had found out that I had brought that CD to church, I would have been in so much trouble. Okay, so that was just like a random little story. Alright, next is King of Wishful Thinking by Go West. I don't even know. I think that's the original group that sings this song. I don't know. The faces that I'm making in this camera are so weird. Sorry, y'all. I just noticed that. Okay, moving on. This is New Way to Fly by Garth Brooks. Another classic song that I absolutely love. The next song is Respect by Aretha Franklin. It's funny that I was just mentioning my dad loving the country, and then there's the Garth Brooks song, and then my mom loving like the rhythm and blues and the soulful music, and you've got Aretha Franklin. That's kind of cool how things like that happen. Alright, next is Home sure I got that right. Next is A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley. And I have, oh gosh, more than 100 of his songs on here. So I'm surprised that this is the first one that I have come to since starting this video. The next song is Song for Dad by Keith Urban. I listened to that song a lot after my dad died. Probably a little too much, but music is just one of those things that, for me, even during hard times, even if a song makes me cry, I feel better after listening to it than I did before. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I'm sure I'm not the only one, though. Oh, that is really weird. I just mentioned my dad and me listening to that song, and the next song is Song for My Father by Sarah McLachlan. Wow, that is so weird. Okay, so yeah, she's another artist that I love. I have a lot of her stuff. I don't know why I keep making strange faces in here. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Okay, we're just going to move on. Another song by Keith Urban, Without You. I have a lot of his stuff on here, but I don't think I have all of his albums. Or maybe I do. I don't know. The next song is What Doesn't Kill You by Kelly Clarkson. I've already talked about her, so I'm not going to say anything else other than, obviously, I like her music. Another Garth Brooks song. This is, That's the Way I Remember It. No, That's the Way I Remember, yeah, That's the Way I Remember It. Sorry, it was scrolling halfway across the screen while I was trying to read it. And this is off of the album In the Life of Chris Gaines. And I know a lot of hardcore Garth Brooks fans, they hated that album, and he was just ripped apart for the whole Chris Gaines thing. But I like the songs that are off that album. It's just a different kind of music, but to me, different is good. I think, I don't know, I just wish people were more open to at least trying or listening to different things, because I think what happened with that is people did not even give it a chance. There was just people that were pretty much like, well, if it's not country, then it's not good, and why would you do something that's not country? And then there was the whole controversy behind the whole Chris Gaines character. I got it. And even looking back on it now, I'm just like, wow. I was watching the concert that he did. I believe it was like an NBC special where he did all of these songs. And it's just so interesting seeing him in that character as opposed to who he is or who he was. Just when I saw him, everything is so different. But I think that just speaks to how talented he is, that he could just, be someone completely different, but still just be this incredibly talented person and still sound amazing on stage. And it's just, I just think it's really neat. And yeah. Alright. The next song is Can't Help Falling in Love, and this is a cover by Megan Tonjes. I believe I've mentioned her music on here before, but as far as YouTube artist goes, she is my go-to girl. I love her stuff, and I probably have, oh gosh, I don't know, 200 or 300 of her songs on here. She does Request Tuesdays, where she covers a different song every week, and I've put a lot of those on here. Some of her songs I have liked 10 times better than the original versions, and that says a lot. The next song is Scream by Michael Jackson. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm so weird tonight. I don't know what is wrong with me. The next song is These Sounds by Alan Jackson. I was just listening to, what's somewhere earlier today, and he's another one that I would love to see in concert sometime. And I think I could probably take this one off and I wouldn't miss it. But this is Justin Timberlake, and this is Summer Love. I like him, but then I don't, if that makes any sense. I don't understand why. I do think he's talented, but there's just something, when I listen to his music, it's just really weird. I don't even know how to explain it. So I'm probably not making any sense, but I think it goes back to, usually when I listen to a song, I feel good. Even if it's a sad song, I still feel good afterwards, even if I cry. I think I said that before. But for some reason, there's just no feeling after listening to him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but that's the best way that I know to describe it. I don't think that he's horrible or that he's not talented, because he's definitely talented, but I guess I just don't connect with his music. That's probably the best way to put it. Jeez, another one. Okay, this is Slave to the Rhythm by Michael Jackson. Sheesh, a lot of these songs are coming up. Okay. Oh, dude, my iPod, like the whole thing just started over for no reason. It literally just made the little clicky noise and just went back to one. Okay, moving on. This is I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, and this is by the Jackson 5. This is probably one of my all-time favorite Christmas albums. It's so cute. It really is. And Lexi's really going to like it this year since she's in our little Michael phase right now. Okay, the next one is American Honky Tonk Bar Association by Garth Brooks. It's really weird now. All of these songs are starting to not repeat, but I'm getting a ton of Garth Brooks, a ton of Michael. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Alright, anyway. The next song is You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone by Brooks and Dunn. And I recently added this. This was part of a CD collection that one of my parents' friends owned. And it was, this CD is their greatest hits collection, and I didn't have that. So I was able to get the CD and add it. And I'm really glad I did, because there are a lot of good songs on there. Songs that I listened to when I was little, but that I had pretty much just forgot all about. So, I think this might be the longest video that I've ever done. Alright, the next song is Soon and Very Soon by the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. I do have, I don't want to say a lot, but I have a decent amount of religious music on here. I don't listen to it all that often. I don't usually specifically go to a certain song, but if it comes on while my iPod is on shuffle, then I listen to it. The next song is Your Love by Laura Doyle, I think. Yeah, Doyle. And that's another song. You can tell I don't have a clue who she is, but that is because this is another song off of the Dawson's Creek soundtrack. I'm sorry if I'm moving around a lot. I'm sitting in kind of like a weird position. I'm kind of hanging over this table. But anyway, this next song is You're the Love I Wanna Be In by Jason Aldean. I think this is the second or third song that I have come across as I've been doing this video of his. The next song is Color My World by Chicago. Chicago's one of those classic bands that I just love. This is a song that I found online, over a year ago, and it is a remix to My Love. Let's see, My Love Will Be There. mixed together, if that makes any sense. This person made like a whole album of their songs together, and it turned out quite well. So yeah. This is Sea of Heartbreak by Jimmy Buffett, and I believe George Jones is on this one. It doesn't say that on my iPod, but if I am not mistaken, then he sings on this one as well, and this was recorded live at Texas Stadium. The next song is Something Like That by Tim McGraw. It's one of those songs that I remember listening to, either when I was in middle school or high school. It's been a while. The next one is The Man by Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. I love that song. That is all. Okay. Oh no. There's no artist under this one for some reason. But I think the title of the song is It Goes Like This, and I believe it's by, oh shoot, Thomas something. Darn, it starts with an R. I don't know. As you can see, some of these songs were not downloaded from iTunes. That is why they don't have the full name. But it's all good. The next song is Kokomo by the Beach Boys. Love the Beach Boys. I saw them in concert several years ago, and they were great. I would definitely love to see them again. The next song is the theme song to The Flintstones. Oh, I love that show. I was never really big into cartoons, but I always liked The Flintstones. This next song is You Really Got a Hold on Me by Michael Jackson. And this was early on. I think he was probably, I want to say like 14 or 15 when he sang this. The next song is It's a Sunshine Day by the Brady Bunch. See, I told you I have some crazy things on here. And what's really weird is Chris makes fun of me all the time because I will be listening to something like Tupac and just be at the top of my lungs, just singing every single word. And then the next song will be like the Brady Bunch song, and I'll be singing every single word to that. I think he gets a kick out of that. But this video is actually going to be over 40 minutes long, and I only have about 5 minutes left to record before my memory card is completely full. So I think that I will go ahead and end this here. I know it's going to take forever to upload this, but hopefully it will be worth it. Let me know in the description below if you all have enjoyed this video. I have really enjoyed making it. Anything music related, I absolutely love. So maybe I will do something like this again in the future, if it is something that you all have enjoyed. As always, I hope that you all are doing absolutely